In this video, we'll take a look at the polyjoin option here on the Cam Tools submenu. This can come in handy if you're making a sign and you don't want the middle of the letters to drop out. Let's go ahead and put some text on here using the type option under Sign Maker. Choose whatever font you want to use. Of course, if you want, you can also download a stencil TrueType font if you don't have one. I've got a video on how to download and install TrueType fonts. For example, I've got one here that I could use. But if you don't have one, we'll just use a standard Arial black. Got the height of the text that we're going to use. We'll use linear cursor. Prompts us place cursor. Left click. Type in whatever text. And if I check explode text when we exit out of here, it'll explode that to CAD entities that we can work with. And then I'll just draw a quick rectangle around here using the bounding box option. And I will offset that. Let's see, 1/2 inch. Click on that, do that, hit escape, hit delete. And let's put some rounded corners on there with the fillet command. Prompts us for radius. I'll hit enter for the 0.25. And then I'll do the P polyline option. When I click on that, then all 4 corners will quickly be radii-ed, if that's a word. And we might as well put a couple circles on here for some bolts or whatever. Let's see, diameter, we'll go with 0.25. We'll do our copy command, or we could do mirror or whatever. From center of here, center of there, that should suffice. If I look at those, decide maybe those are too big, I can double click and maybe we make it a little bit smaller. Another handy option while we're at it on the Tools tab is this Replace. If I had a bunch of holes like that and I didn't want to go through and change every one, Replace command says specify source object. That will be my source object, target object. Click on that, hit enter, and then that will become the same. Alright, now for the purpose of this video, we don't want the middle of the A and the R and the D to drop out. Cam Tools polyjoin. When you start this command, down here at the bottom prompts you for width. That's the width of the connection that's going to make between where you click. If you don't know how big this letter is or how big that area is, you can just left click and then move over a little bit, left click, and the difference between those 2 left clicks will be the width of the polyjoin, and then specify first point here, and then I'm going to do F8 to turn on my ortho. Just come down here somewhere, left click, and connects it. Can do something up here. I can just left click up here, drag this down, drag that down, and it's all nice and connected now. And then we can just do our quick command. That's the polyjoin command. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.